In the vast, cold emptiness of space, a lone figure lay broken and forgotten. Unji's metallic skin reflected the dim light of the desolate moon, her body barely recognizable after the brutal attack. Her research vessel, once a symbol of scientific exploration, was now nothing more than scattered debris across the lifeless landscape. The mercenary ambush had been swift and merciless. Her colleagues, brilliant researchers from a distant star system, had been eliminated within moments. Unji remembered the chaos, the sudden explosion, the screams, the quick succession of plasma blasts that tore through their protective shields. She had been the last survivor, left behind like a piece of discarded equipment. Her breathing was shallow, each breath a struggle against the moon's toxic atmosphere. Internal systems were failing. Diagnostic implants flickered with warning signals: oxygen levels critical, cellular damage expanding, life support at 12% capacity. She understood the mathematics of her situation. Survival was impossible. The wound in her side told the story of her defeat. A deep, cauterized gash from a high-energy weapon cut through her protective exoskeleton. Blood, a thick, silvery liquid unique to her species, slowly leaked and crystallized in the moon's freezing environment. Memory fragments danced through her failing consciousness. The research mission. The groundbreaking discoveries they were about to make. The potential breakthrough in quantum communication technology that could have changed everything. Now, all of that would die with her. Her eyes, large and metallic with intricate biomechanical irises, scanned the rocky terrain. Jagged stone formations created shadows that seemed to mock her dying state. No rescue. No hope. Just silence and the cold embrace of an indifferent universe. Unji's thoughts drifted to her home planet. She imagined the vast crystal cities, the complex networks of scientific institutions where she had spent her entire life studying. Her research team had been the best. Selected from millions of candidates, they represented the pinnacle of scientific exploration in her civilization. And now, they were gone. She was gone. The moon's surface was unforgiving. Radiation levels were high, temperature fluctuations extreme. Her body was already showing signs of cellular breakdown. Specialized nanites within her system were working frantically to repair damage, but their efforts were futile. She closed her eyes, accepting the inevitable. In her culture, death was not feared but seen as another state of existence. A transition. A natural part of the cosmic cycle. Yet something inside her, a small spark of survival instinct, refused to surrender completely. Hours passed. Perhaps days. Time became meaningless in this lifeless environment. Her body, once strong and designed for extreme conditions, was now just a shell. The sophisticated technology that had kept her alive was shutting down, system by system. Just when she believed nothing could change her fate, a distant sound interrupted the moon's perfect silence. A low hum. Mechanical. Artificial. Something was approaching. But Unji was too weak to react. Too damaged to hope. Whatever was coming would find nothing more than a broken piece of scientific equipment and a body slowly becoming one with the desolate landscape. Her last conscious thought was a mixture of resignation and a faint, almost imperceptible curiosity. What would come next? The moon continued its silent rotation, uncaring about the drama of life and death playing out on its rocky surface. Unji remained motionless, her silvery blood creating a small, frozen pattern around her wounded body, a temporary memorial to a life of scientific pursuit, now seemingly extinguished. Little did she know, her story was far from over. The horizon cut through the darkness of space like a knife, its hull gleaming under distant starlight. Captain Jae-sung sat in the command chair, his eyes fixed on the holographic display of surrounding space. Something was different today. A strange energy signature flickered at the edge of their scanning range. "Haiwan, can you amplify the readings?" Jae-sung called to his science officer. Haiwan's fingers danced across the control panel. Her face was a mixture of concentration and confusion. "It's weird, Captain. The signature doesn't match any known species database. Definitely organic, but unstable. The salvage crew of the Horizon was used to strange discoveries. They made their living collecting abandoned technology, exploring forgotten corners of space. But this was different. This felt like something more. Min-Ki, the ship's technical expert, zoomed in on the readings. It's faint. Really faint. Most crews would have missed it completely. His voice carried a hint of excitement. Salvage crews lived for moments like these, unexpected discoveries that could change everything. Jae-sung knew they had a choice. Standard protocol suggested ignoring unknown signals. Space was dangerous, and random energy signatures often meant trouble. But something in his gut told him to investigate. Adjust course, he ordered. Let's get closer. The ship's advanced sensors began mapping the strange signal's location. It was coming from a small, radiation-heavy moon, a place most rational beings would avoid. Harsh environment. Minimal resources. High risk. As they approached, the signal became clearer. It wasn't just an energy signature. It was a life form. Barely alive, but still fighting. Biological reading confirmed, Haiwan reported. Definitely not human. Possibly intelligent. Severe physical trauma. Life support systems critically low. The crew exchanged looks. Rescuing an unknown alien was complicated. It could mean diplomatic incidents, potential biological contamination, or even an elaborate trap. Their insurance definitely didn't cover alien rescue missions. Jae-sung remembered his years as a military rescue pilot. He had a reputation for making difficult decisions. Something about this situation felt different. Personal. Prepare medical quarantine, he said firmly. We're bringing whoever or whatever this is aboard. Min-Ki looked surprised. Are you sure? We don't know anything about this life form. Exactly, Jae-sung responded. Which means we have a responsibility to help. The ship's medical bay transformed. Specialized containment fields activated. Sterilization protocols engaged. Haiwan prepared her most advanced medical scanning equipment, ready for anything. As they maneuvered closer to the moon's surface, the life form's details became more apparent. Definitely not human. Definitely wounded. Definitely alone. The rescue shuttle detached from the horizon, guided by precise computer calculations. Robotic arms extended, carefully scanning the environment for the best extraction point. Minutes felt like hours. The tension on the bridge was thick enough to cut with a knife. Retrieval complete, Min-Ki announced suddenly. Unknown entity secured in medical containment. Jae-sung allowed himself a small smile. Whatever happened next would be interesting. In the medical bay, the mysterious life form lay motionless. Alien. Broken. But alive. A testament to the unexpected journeys that space always seemed to offer. The Horizon continued its journey, carrying a secret that would soon change everything they knew about life, survival, and the meaning of rescue. No one on board could predict what would happen next. But they all felt something significant had just occurred. An unexpected rescue. A potential new beginning, the medical bay hummed with quiet intensity. Eunji's body lay suspended in a specialized healing chamber, her metallic skin slowly regenerating under the soft blue light of advanced human medical technology. Haiwan watched carefully. Each scan revealed something new about the alien physiology. Her body was more complex than any biological system they had ever encountered. Nanites in her bloodstream worked differently from human medical nanites, more aggressive, more specialized. Jae-sung visited frequently, watching through the transparent medical shield. The alien's survival seemed impossible, yet she continued fighting. Her breathing was irregular, her body temperature fluctuating wildly. We've never seen anything like this, Haiwan explained one morning. Her cellular regeneration is extraordinary. Her body adapts faster than our medical systems can track. Days passed. Slowly, Eunji's wounds began to heal. Her eyes, complex mechanical structures with bioorganic components, started showing signs of consciousness. First, small movements. Then, subtle electrical signals indicating brain activity. Min-Ki developed specialized translation algorithms, hoping to communicate when she awakened. The ship's computer worked constantly, analyzing her language patterns, her biological signals, her potential communication methods. On the seventh day, something changed. Unji's hand moved. Just a small movement. But it was enough to alert the medical team. Her eyes opened. Not human eyes. Complex metallic irises that shifted and changed like liquid metal. She was looking around, processing, understanding. The first words she spoke were not in any known human language. But the translation algorithm quickly processed them. Where am I? Why am I alive? Jason stepped forward. You were rescued. Found injured on a moon. We brought you here. Confusion crossed her face. Aliens from her civilization did not typically rescue strangers. Rescue meant potential resource investment. Potential risk. Her cultural programming struggled to understand this human behavior. Why? She asked simply. Haiwan smiled. Because it was the right thing to do. Cultural exchange became complicated. Unji learned about human compassion. The humans learned about her species' complex social structures. Each conversation revealed layers of misunderstanding and unexpected similarities. Her body continued healing. But more importantly, barriers between species started breaking down. Communication improved. Understanding grew. The ship became a small world of discovery. Every conversation, every shared moment, challenged their previous understanding of intelligence, survival, and connection. Unji discovered humans were not simply another species. They were complex, emotional, unpredictable beings capable of extraordinary kindness. The Horizon continued its journey through space, carrying not just a salvage crew, but now, an unexpected bridge between two different civilizations. Something remarkable was happening. And nobody on board knew exactly what it would become. The medical bay transformed into a war room. Unji, now mostly recovered, projected holographic star charts showing the mercenary clans responsible for her previous mission's destruction. They are not just criminals, she explained to Jae-sung. They are systematic destroyers of scientific expeditions. My team was their latest target. Min-Ki analyzed the data. Complex networks of criminal organizations spread across multiple star systems. These weren't random attackers. They were sophisticated hunting groups targeting specific research missions. Jae-sung understood immediately. This was more than a rescue mission. This was about justice. The ship's tactical systems began preparing. Advanced human tracking algorithms combined with Unji's insider knowledge created a precise operational strategy. Her species possessed complex data encryption techniques. His crew had unparalleled combat readiness. They will expect retaliation, Unji warned. These mercenary clans have powerful defensive networks. Haiwan pulled up satellite tracking information. We're not just attacking. We're dismantling their entire communication infrastructure. The plan was elegant in its complexity. They would strike multiple points simultaneously. Disable communication. Destroy key resource nodes. Create chaos within the criminal network. Jae-sung looked at Unji. Are you ready? Her metallic eyes reflected determination. More than ready. The first strike happened silently. Communication satellites suddenly went dark. Encrypted channels collapsed. The mercenary clans didn't realize their network was compromised until systems started failing. Human precision met alien intelligence. A perfect combination of strategic thinking. One by one, mercenary outposts went offline. Their defensive systems became useless. Information streams blocked. Resource channels destroyed. Target neutralized, Min-Ki announced after several hours of systematic destruction. Unji watched, understanding that revenge was not just about punishment. It was about preventing future attacks. Protecting potential future researchers. The horizon moved like a ghost through space. Striking. Retreating. Leaving no trace. When the operation concluded, an entire criminal network had been dismantled. Not through violence. Through intelligent, precise intervention. Jae-sung realized they had done more than rescue an alien. They had changed the balance of power in this sector of space. Eun-ji looked at her human companions. For the first time, she felt something close to hope. Something close to belonging. The stars outside continued their silent dance, unaware of the significant events that had just transpired. Another chapter in their unexpected journey had been written. And it was only the beginning. The horizon drifted through the vast emptiness of space, carrying more than just a salvage crew. It now carried a story of unexpected connection, survival, and transformation. Eun-ji stood on the bridge, her metallic body now fully healed, looking different from the broken creature they had rescued weeks ago. Her presence had changed the entire dynamic of the ship. What began as a simple rescue had become something extraordinary. Jae-sung watched her carefully. She was no longer just a passenger or a rescued alien. She had become part of their crew, part of their family. Communication with her home civilization became complicated. The mercenary network they had dismantled had powerful connections. Her original research team was considered lost. Her own status was uncertain. "What will you do now?" Haiwan asked one evening during their shared meal cycle. Eun-ji's complex eyes shifted, reflecting multiple emotional states simultaneously. "I am no longer just a researcher. I am something more." The ship's databases now contained a wealth of information from her civilization. Scientific discoveries. Communication protocols. Cultural insights that would take human researchers decades to understand. Min-ki worked continuously, translating, documenting, creating bridges of understanding between two completely different species. Their journey became more than a simple salvage mission. It became a diplomatic expedition. Every star system they passed became an opportunity for potential communication, for breaking down barriers between civilizations. Governments and scientific institutions would be watching. The first successful cross-species collaboration of its kind. A moment that could change everything humans understood about alien interactions. Eun-ji began teaching the crew about her civilization's advanced scientific methods. They shared knowledge about quantum communication, cellular regeneration, and complex energy systems that seemed like magic to human understanding. In return, the human crew showed her something equally valuable. Compassion. Friendship. The concept of choosing to help without expecting immediate personal gain. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day. What started as a rescue became a partnership. What seemed impossible became reality. The horizon continued its journey, carrying not just a crew, but a potential blueprint for future interstellar relationships. Jae-sung understood they had done something more than rescue an alien. They had opened a door. A door that could never be closed again. As they approached a new star system, Eun-ji turned to her human companions. "We are no longer strangers," she said simply. Her translation systems perfectly capturing the complexity of her emotions. Min-ki smiled. Haiwan nodded. Jae-sung felt something shift in the universe. A new chapter of understanding had begun. The stars outside seemed to witness their remarkable journey, silent but significant. Humanity had taken its first real step towards true galactic communication. And it all started with a simple rescue on a forgotten moon.